I'm back. I'm back from my break. And I'm just gonna get straight into it. For those who are interested, we finished up on $220 for the WWF, which is awesome. And today I'm going to be painting the Palanquin Bearers from the Lord of Gluttony set. I'm just working out which guy I want to start with, to be honest. I think I want to start with this one. Yeah, I'm not gonna really do anything particularly special with these. I'm kind of painting them box art-ish. So it's not going to be perfectly matched to the box art because I want to put my own spin on a few bits and pieces for the Lord of Gluttony. But these guys are going to be pretty close. So I'm just going to get right to it, to be honest. Not gonna wait around too much. So I'm starting off with some Rakoth flesh. And it's been a little while since I've streamed or done anything. Took a bit of a break for health reasons. So if I'm a bit rusty or things are a little bit janky today, please bear with me. Just knocking off any rust that's accumulated. Hey Andy, welcome in. How's it going? But now I'm back. Should hopefully be back to mostly a normal schedule. Next week might be a little bit up in the air, a tiny bit, because my new PC arrives next week. So my new streaming desktop arrives next week. That might mean that I have to cancel or move streams, but it depends exactly when it gets delivered. Purely because I'll just have to set everything back up again. That's the only thing that might stop me having a normal schedule next week. Hey Magic! Hey Fast, welcome in. Good to see you. I'm doing well, thank you. I had a break because I wasn't well, but I'm back to normal now. Back to usual stuff, usual schedules and stuff. No special events or anything like that. Apart from the Cult of the Lamb drops are going for another 4 days, so I will be doing another drop stream next week. And I'll do the giveaway that I promised in that stream. So I'll be giving away a copy of Cult of the Lamb in that stream. But other than that, everything should be back to normal now. More or less. As normal as it ever gets around here. I hope you're all doing well, and it's good to see you. I'm sorry I kind of just disappeared for a little bit there. But I promise everything's fine. I just, I needed some hermit time. Okay. How are we doing? I'm doing well, thank you. I am doing well, thank you. We've got this is just a section of the current model that I'm working on today. So these are Palanquin Bearers for the Lord of Gluttony model, which is a bright, colourful, Xerxes-esque demon prince. Think Xerxes, but only if he was more interested in food than war. That's kind of what I'm working on at the moment. So these are the guys that carry the chariot. And yeah, I'm going to be working on these guys today and the rest of the model throughout the week. That's going to be fun. Yeah. Kind of feeling more like myself now. Instead of being completely just flattened. You had a Switch store mistakenly? That's cool. What did you get? I keep finding Amazon mistakes. Yeah, nothing particularly great, just like, you know, chocolate bars for a third of the price they should be and things like that, but it's always fun when you find them. And I'm pretty sure Cadbury's is not going to miss a couple of quid of profit in this day and age. So I have no qualms taking overly discounted chocolate off their hands. Thank you, Magic. How did your painting competition go, Magic? I remember you mentioning that you had one. I don't think I heard about how it went. Two game voucher deals, so use one to pre-order Pokemon Violet, and then last night you got Dragon Quest 7 and your Pokemon Snap. Nice! That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Indy. I hope all of the games are even better because you got them at a special deal. Voting's on Thursday. Okay, Magic. Well, best of luck. I hope it goes well. I really do. I'm sure you'll do amazing, but just know that we think you're amazing regardless of the outcome. $240 a games for 135. That is pretty amazing, Indy. That's the kind of deal that you want. I don't know if I've got anything particularly exciting like that to talk about. If you didn't catch it at the beginning of the stream, the final total for the WWF fundraising that we did was $220, which means that we have raised $3,100 in total since we started fundraising for WWF, which is awesome. absolutely phenomenal. So that $200 that we raise is going to be going towards the tigers. And it's going to be protecting them. What else? And yeah, like I was talking about, the streams next week should be mostly normal. There might be a little bit of changes in the middle of the week because that's when my new PC is going to be arriving. So I might need to take a night off just to set that up. But other than that, it should be mostly normal now. Which is awesome. Feels good to get back into normality a bit. As nice as it was having a break. Sometimes it feels good just to have your regular old routine going. Jen, welcome in. Ozzy! Hello, it's good to see you. It is a big claw. It's a Slaneshi demon. It's a Palanquin Bearer for the Lord of Gluttony in Age of Sigmar. Good to see you, Ozzy. How you doing? Missed you. Should be sleeping when I'm here to lurk? Feel free to lurk as much as you like, Jen, and I hope you get some rest. You are always welcome here, whether you want to lurk or chat. Oh, wait, no, you guys, seriously, okay. Real talk for a second. I feel so spoiled at the moment because I cannot express how much that laptop that you all have funded for me, which arrived while I was on my break, I cannot express how much that has made a massive difference already. Because I can work on stuff even when I can't really sit at my desk. So I've been able to sort out graphics, I've been able to work on my diploma, I've been able to do so much more than I normally would. And it actually means I have more free time. Because I'm not fighting against like pain or fatigue to try and get stuff done. I can sit where I'm comfortable. It is so, so good. So seriously, you guys have spoiled me. I will... Yeah. I will never ever forget that. It was awesome. And it seems so silly, but it has made such a huge positive difference. So seriously, thank you all for that. Magic, I know you were a big part of it, so seriously, thank you. That has made such a massive difference. I'm never gonna need a thing. I know what you're talking about. Stream is working? Good. Stream is working. Good. I'm glad it is working. I know there's been some issues on Twitch recently with streams buffering and stuff. So I'm sorry if they're hitting you, Ozzy. Anyway, like, new gaming chair. I've been considering it. Don't get me wrong, the Secret Labs one's great. It's fantastic, but I've had it a few years now and it's seen some heavy use. But honestly, I think it is just more a health thing than a chair problem. Secret Labs do have one that literally has my name on it though, so maybe in the future. I'm I'm doing well, thank you, Ozzy. It's good to see you. It is really good to see you. I hope you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. Okay. But we're doing demons today. Like I said in my last painting stream, I kind of wanted to paint something a bit more colourful. And these guys are probably the most colourful option I had. So, I need some ideas. Might see if I can pick up something that's like a rainbow phoenix or something. Just for the sheer sake of doing something colourful. Even Illidari chair? Oh, that'd be cool, indeed. No, I think, honestly, what I need to do is sort out my health. I love my current chair. I've got the... a lot of you here will probably remember when I got it. I got the Secret Labs Titan. Still the most comfy chair that I've ever used. So I am very well taken care of in that regard. Best chair I've ever, right? So freaking good. In a while, right? Do you want to talk about it, Ozzy, or is it something you can't talk about at the moment? 50 bundle of 14 stickers? Nice. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna be back at 14 yet. Oops. At the moment, it's mainly a time thing. I don't have a lot of time for MMOs at the moment. It's not that I love them any less than I have done in the past. It's just, they take a lot of time. And I need to clear my schedule a bit. I'm also trying to save money, and MMOs are a big money sink, no matter how good you are with it. Okay. Currently on a 14 break yourself? Yeah, I think a few people are taking a break after some of the updates, because I think a lot of people kind of went quite hard on it and are now kind of like, I need to play something else for a little bit. Which, you know, that's understandable. No matter how much you love something, sometimes a break is good. What is it? Absence makes the heart grow fonder or something like that? Okay, on the model. Nice, Magic. Oh, you're heading home. No worries. Alright, so take it easy. Safe travels home. And I hope you have a good rest of your day if we don't see you again. I want to hear all about your model next time we speak. Looks like some ADHD. That's fair enough, Fuzzy. That's fair enough. Well, I hope you find the right people to talk to. Because I know that can be tricky in its own right. And I hope it all goes well. And that you find the explanations you're looking for. And if you want to talk, like, less publicly about it, because I know, you know, it's quite a private thing. Messages are always open. I'm always happy to talk. I hope it goes well. It's always... I went through a kind of a similar thing, not with ADHD or anything like that specifically, but when before I was diagnosed with fibro. Because the way you get diagnosed with fibromyalgia is it's a diagnosis of elimination. So I went through a lot of, it might be this, it might be that. It does help when you finally have the answers. Fair movie Faffin? Thank you. That is Xeris purple over black. Shire, if you want the recipe. That was beautiful. Thank you, Ozzy. And yeah, feel free to message, because I can at least empathize with medical adventures, because oh boy. When you get diagnosed with a disease that not every medical professional believes in, it's an adventure. I need a small brush for this. Feel like an imposter? I would say, you know, I wouldn't say the feeling, like, I understand the feeling of feeling like an imposter, but a lot of these things, they're very individual. So don't be hard on yourself. And just, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself with these things. Because a lot of the time, people, well-meaning or otherwise, can trick you into thinking that there's nothing wrong when there is. And no one knows you better than you do. If you know something's wrong, then don't be afraid to keep pushing to get answers as to what it is. Because it is worth it in the end to get the right help that you need. Or even just to get the label. Sometimes that's just enough to have someone kind of validate it in a way. Give a name to what's going on. Can often make it less scary. No, did I? I don't know that one. Hey, Malik. I think I've seen that one because it was on Amazon a while ago. I hope you're enjoying it, Tess. We still need to watch Blade Trinity when you got time. You'll be okay. Hey, you've always got people in your corner, Ozzy. It's good that you've got friends supporting you as well. Yeah. I completely get that. I completely get that. Having someone go, "You're not crazy, it's an actual thing," is a big relief. I completely understand that. And you know, once you have the name for it, it becomes easier to find help. And systems and practices. I totally get it. But I hope it all goes well for you, Ozzy. I hope you get what you need. Kind of flying. I don't like how they changed how to unlock flying. In, I think it was BFA? Maybe? Legion, maybe? Made flying a lot more tedious when it was actually kind of needed. Okay. Any full details? There is, Ozzy. And I don't know if I'll be able to help necessarily specifically, but I definitely do get the process of fighting for a diagnosis, so I can at least empathize. A lot like certain doctors don't believe in ADHD, or, you know, there's a chunk of doctors that don't believe in, you know, fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue. So it can be tricky when you're fighting against something like that as well. At least in the UK. I don't know if you have the same issues where you are. Maybe not, and that would be amazing. Flying around High Mountain was a big nope. I kind of loved it. Once I got Legion flying, I loved it. Yeah. Yeah, the biggest issue was the no-fly zone over the hunter area. I do agree with that. But to be fair, that wasn't a massive no-fly zone. It's just awkwardly placed. Because it was kind of a through route. Good. You are always, always, always welcome here, and if anyone makes you feel unwelcome, I will kick their ass personally. You're one of the people I've known longest on Twitch. And I never want you to feel like you can't be here. Mental health is getting more respect after lockdowns. I think it's being talked about more, for sure. Which is a good thing. Because, you know, I'm definitely one of the people that believes that talking about it is a good step. I think there's always going to be some resistance to treating mental health with the respect that we treat physical health. Not from necessarily anyone in this community, but from wider society. Because there is always going to be a section of it that just thinks, oh, it's all in your head, get over it. But luckily it seems like that attitude is dying out a bit. So hopefully, I don't know, hopefully it will see more recognition in the future as well. Like, hopefully this is the start of a positive trend. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, buddy. You're doing well, Quest? Oh, yeah, that's good. Reach the broken shore. Honestly, Legion flying, it felt the most satisfying to me. I used to love flying to the top of the tower on Dalaran and seeing how far I could glide as a demon hunter towards the broken shore. I went pretty far, if I remember correctly. It has been over 5 years, Ozzy. It has. It doesn't feel like it, does it? Chai almost at 5 years. Seth's basically here since day one. It's been a long ass time. Indy 3 years. I need to come over to Oz again. It's been too long. I can't believe it's already been 3 years since I was at PAX. I know you had to use Twitch for the longest time, right? It took me forever to learn. I definitely remember learning everything, having to learn everything very quickly. Learning Twitch definitely felt like a trial by fire situation. Yes. Yes, you do need to come over to England. You all need to come over to England. Mainly so that you all will believe me when I say don't come back. Run as far as you can. No, I'm kidding. There are some good places to be in England. Just only as a holiday. Don't come here to live. Alright, weather in Oz? I don't care about the weather. I want the people. I miss the people. Apex. I'm hoping next year I can go. I'm hoping that's the one that I can actually make. But it's mainly a financial thing for me. So I'll have to see. I've got 1 or 2 major expenses that I still need to do, and then it's just a case of saving. So I still have that tattoo that I promised you all for the last charity event. And then I've got some bills to pay off. Well, not pay off, but finish paying, if that makes sense. But I will be aggressively saving basically from now. I am aggressively saving money and doing all the things so that I can come to PAX. Moving down to Melbourne? Nice. You'll actually take your full kit down? Alright, I'm sold. I'll be able to tell in the next few months if I'll be able to come down, but a lot of it depends on finances, which, as you probably have heard, are a little bit of an uncertain situation here in the UK. So it's hard to make long-term plans at the moment. And I'm sure it's not just the UK, but here there's a lot of problems with stuff going sideways. So I have to kind of be cautious about it. Which is frustrating. A bit more trips in the next decade. Nice. Indy, where are you thinking of going? I'd love to move to Melbourne, or at least have somewhere to live there. But yeah, the aforementioned financial situation in the UK kind of prevents me making any sort of plans about moving, let alone moving abroad. Which is a shame, but make the most of it. Just because it sucks right now doesn't mean it's going to suck forever. Canada, Denmark, US, New Zealand, Finland, England, all sounds amazing. There's some pretty cool places there. I'd love to travel more in general. But it's that thing of going from being very, like, I don't want to necessarily say frivolous, but I guess careless is the right word for it. I've been quite careless with my money. I've not wasted it, but I've not spent it on sensible things either. Spent a lot of money on very unnecessary, frivolous things in the past couple of years or so. So sort of getting a bit more disciplined with how I use my money and, just sort of working out what the best way to reduce my outgoings, all that sort of boring stuff. And then once I've been able to do that properly, I'll be able to take a look and see what's realistically possible. Uh-oh. He got into Magic the Gathering. Oh dear. Yeah, that's bad for the wallet. I mean, mini painting is not exactly a cheap hobby. But there are ways for me to get around it, and I just need to be a bit more disciplined in general. I think discipline is the right word for it. That's not to say I'm not going to spend money on fun things. It's just, you know, I need to stop acting like I've got a bottomless pit of money when I don't. I'll just be like, oh, it's fine, I'll get paid in a few weeks and it'll be fine. You know, just be a bit more sensible about it. Oh, Indy, you know I'd love to meet you. With any luck, I'll be there in Australia, and it'll be a much shorter trip for you. No, there's a lot of more like just being a bit more sensible with stuff. Playing Commander? I've not actually played Commander. I've played like not even standard legal, just home style basic Magic the Gathering. But I've not played like standard legal or anything like that, just make a deck and let's go kind of thing. I still have a couple of decks buried in a cupboard somewhere. I think I'm gonna at least these hollow spikes in silver. Right, I might actually leave these spikes a little bit because I want to paint the rest of the model. I'm getting a little bit bored just focusing on tiny details, so I'm gonna switch it up a sec. Let's take a quick look at that. Okay. You're getting the 40k. Yes, I really want to get out the 40k decks. Mainly the Chaos and Tyrannid one. They are super cool. But at the same time, it's that thing of, yes, I want them, and yes, I could afford them. But it kind of circles back to what I was saying about being more disciplined with my money. I could get them, or I could put that money towards something more important, like packs. And in the past, I have not been very good at picking the later reward, you know? And I think we've all been guilty of it at various times in our lives where we pick the immediate reward. And I've been very bad at doing that in the past few months and years. And I want to get better at sort of, I guess, calming down a little bit and sort of going, it's okay. You can wait. You can be patient. So that's kind of the sort of thing that I'm cutting down on. I don't need it. I don't play Magic. I have Magic decks if I do decide to start playing it. It's not the end of the world if I don't have a Tyranid Magic the Gathering deck. As much as I would like one. If I went out and bought it, it would be a case of I'm buying it just for the sake of owning it. Which is silly. So yeah, it's that sort of thing that I need to stop. They don't print nearly enough, it's true. Thorn. Yes, there is Thorn. I don't know. Again, it's excuse me. It seems silly, you know? Why do I need a deck for a game that I don't play just because it has a thing that I like? I just need to get better at it, that's all. I think it also helps. I'm reading a lot of Stoicism books at the moment, a lot of Stoicism philosophy, and I'm like, yeah, that's a thing that I can get behind for this. Sort of learning to readjust my expectations for things. Casual magic, Tony? You can make commander of a spell table? You can. I mean, I wouldn't say no to playing Magic with folks online. I've never tried it. It's always been a super casual, like, you know, people rock up with a deck. We don't play specific rules or anything like that. It's just normal Magic rules. So, you know, when you get to 0 health, you die. Kind of thing. No rules on deck sizes or ban cards or anything like that. Just, you know, turn up with a deck. Does it have mana? Does it have cards? Yes. Okay, you can play. Oh, in person at PAX? I mean, sure. I'm down for it. I just need to remember to bring a deck, that's all. I'll have to check it out, Ozzy. I'll check it out this afternoon. I've got a lot of like Sunday afternoons are kind of my catch-up days, so I tend to do a lot of catching up on YouTube and studying because I'm still doing that diploma, all that kind of thing. So I'll definitely be catching up with DMs and anything that I might have missed. One of the things I'm doing this afternoon is kind of setting out a bit of a financial plan for myself. So I can kind of see how much I need to save every month to make sure that I hit my goals for packs and, yeah, setting up some stuff so that I can sell it on eBay, all that kind of stuff. My postman hates me now because I've sent like, I think I sent 30 parcels last week. And I've got a few more. And my postman's gonna really hate me by the end of the year because there's gonna be more. Pure green throws wolves, spiders, and hydras. I mean, that's a pretty solid tactic, Indy. I have a red-green Undying deck that everyone hates. Because there's nothing massively, like, terrifying in there. But they've all got 1/1 Undying, which means when you kill them, they pop back up with +1/+1. So then you have to kill them again, just a little bit harder. It's not especially powerful. There's nothing massively, like, crazy in there. It's just really annoying. That's kind of my style of Magic. Like, I don't have anything massively overwhelming. It's not too crazy. It's just kind of annoying. I like blue decks as well. Counterspell. Not talk about your most expensive deck. Oh, please do. Please do talk about it, Ozzy. Annoying deck's the most fun. Thank you, chat. I'm glad someone agrees. I'll never win a tournament with any of my decks, but I don't play for that. I play just to, you know, have fun. There's some harmless trolling. Well, mostly harmless. The guy cracking hashing is his main card. Blue decks are fun. Blue decks are a lot of fun. Despite what my friends might say when I play them against them. '20 attack? Damn. Get up. Shouldn't you be thinking about bed, sir? Getting up's overrated. Alright. My partner's got the old style Emrakul All Is Dust combination, which is just basically a board wipe. So that's always fun when that deck gets cracked out. It's basically a case of how quickly can I mill through what they've got to try and avoid the board wipe coming in. Oh, you didn't have... Oh, okay, that's fine. Lazy day is a good day. No, I'm not saying I've done that before, Indy. But I did make someone rage quit, like, face to face with my Undying deck. Because I got really lucky with my polls, and
They got really unlucky, and they were playing a goblin deck.
Which is just full of lots of little creatures.
So that was entertaining. I can't make my partner quit, though. They're too good at building decks. I don't think I've ever won against my partner. But, like I said, it's not about winning. Winning a local tournament. I don't see myself ever doing tournaments, to be honest. I'm not really that way inclined when it comes to Magic. But if I did, it would definitely be with a very trolley deck. It'd be the kind of deck that makes people quit rather than through any particular skill. No, Magic's a lot of fun. But again, it's one of those expensive, time-consuming hobbies that kind of falls by the wayside when things get busy and expensive in general. But I'm hoping to sort stuff like that out in a not too distant future. I hope the tub helps, Chai. Most expensive, it's over 15. Oh my god, 1500. That's a lot of cardboard. But no, I totally get it, Ozzy. Knowing what I do about Magic, that doesn't entirely surprise me. It's not the most expensive deck I've come across, put it that way. I've got some people who... I know some people who've been playing Magic for a very, very long time. You know, their discards from decks that they've built are probably worth more than my entire collection put together. Okay. And of a super reason, yeah. Yeah, that would definitely be a double sleeve situation. But you know, it's the thing, you can't really put a price on stuff that you love. Like, if you enjoy it and you get genuine fun out of it, then I see no problem with spending a lot of money on things that bring you joy, as trite as that sounds. I would much rather see someone spend an obscene amount of money on Magic the Gathering cards and genuinely enjoy them than spend an obscene amount of money on something sensible just because they feel like they had to. Because it's the done thing, you know? Original dual lands, oh yeah, the dual lands. I love the artwork for a lot of the cards. Like, a lot of the cards that I'm like, oh yeah, I'd love a copy of that. It's really because I love the art on it. But it has because you liked it? Yeah, that's... Like, oh, you know, there's a difference between building, like, buying houses and things like that, but I was thinking more along the lines of, you know, people who pay an obscene amount of money for clothing because they feel like they have to, or, you know, I know some people who pay for, like, all the sports channels. They don't watch them. They've never been watched, but it's like, oh, well, I have to, right? Like, people watch sports. It's what people do. You know, that sort of thing. Like, paying money because they're fulfilling some sort of social obligation that they think everyone has to fulfill. And I do think, like, people like us in this community are better at not doing that. But I know too many people who do things because they feel like they should. I've been guilty of it in the past, but I'm always getting better at not doing the thing that I'm expected to do just because I'm expected to do it. No. Oh, I'm sorry, Chai. I hope you feel better soon. Or at least I hope the invisible knives are not in your feet anymore. Well, you know, any visible knives that are in your feet are removed as well. I'm just gonna cover all the bases here. Okay. Life's too short to live on other people's expectations, I think. If I've learned anything, it's that. Speaking of going against expectations, the minigame painting. I'm going to be painting some gold inlay brands, I think. I feel like a demon that calls itself the Lord of Gluttony, and who follows the god of excess, would maybe use molten gold in his slave brands. Or involuntary worker brands. And to sanitize the language. There's unpaid interns. So it's a little bit messy because it's painting metallics over a short area. I'll tidy it up in a minute. I'm going to focus on getting all the brands done first. And I'm doing this mainly to differentiate them from scars and things like that, and other details that are on the model. And I'm also gonna quickly give this a little bit of a once over as well with a bit more paint. So it's a little less patchy. Right, a little more tidy up time. Because apparently this model has a lot of it. Okay. I think one of the best things that happened while I was away was one of the gigs I went to, and I kind of mentioned it the last Sunday stream I did. But one of the gigs I went to, the bands were super, like, supportive, I guess, in a way. They talked a lot about chasing your dreams and chasing the things that make you happy. And I guess it kind of solidified a lot of what has kind of been going through my head recently, of where you put your energy. Now, there are some things like work. I think most people here probably don't necessarily love their job. Some things are an obligation that you have to fulfill because of, paying the bills, for example. But it doesn't have to take all your energy. Put in the energy that you need to do the thing. but try and save most of your energy and your time and your attention for the things that are important to you. And if you can't reserve that energy in a way, then make adjustments so you can, I guess. So that's the time. No worries, Azzy. Thank you for stopping in. Sleep well. And we'll definitely have to catch up soon. And same to you, Gus. Much love. Take it easy. And I will definitely be pestering you soon. Jay, I hope you're comfy. I hope you can get comfy. I know better than to tell you to get rest, but I hope you can at least get comfy. But yeah, just to kind of return to what I was saying. Yeah, like, it's not something you can do overnight, but changing your lifestyle to focus on what you love to do is not impossible. But you might have to do something as kind of dumb as sit down with a bit of paper and sort of go, right, what do I do in a week? And just plan it. Like, you might have to schedule yourself, like draw yourself a literal timetable. That's what I had to do. It's what I'm working on as we speak, is working out a literal timetable to do the things I want to do. As in, you know, wake up at 8 a.m., you know, eat lunch and whatever, eat breakfast and whatever by this time. You might have to do that for a little bit, but if what you get out of it is a life where most of your time and energy is spent on what you love, kind of seems worth it. You know? Kind of feels like it's not a big price to pay. And this is coming from someone who hates timetables. I hate timetables. I hate alarms. I hate not being able to just wake up and do whatever. But it's a choice between working to a timetable, working to deadlines, and, you know, living to work, I guess is the phrase. You know, spending all of my time and energy on things that don't matter to me. You know, I love my day job. I'm lucky enough that my day job is actually pretty good most of the time. But it's not what I want to do with my life. It's, you know, if I had the money to quit, I would do so in a heartbeat. Yeah, at the end of the day, it is a job, and it is a job that I do purely to pay the bills. I don't know, scheduling my life around something that I'm only doing to pay the bills it just kind of seemed dumb. And I was giving up on things that actually meant a lot more to me. And that I was actually really, you know, excited about and keen to do, and I was giving up on them because I have a day job. And those gigs kind of helped me see it in a better light. And helped give me a kick in the pants where I needed it. And one of the things that's helped is reframing my day job. I used to call it work, now I call it my day job. Because it's not what I do. It's what I do to pay the bills. It's not my vocation. It's not my calling. Whatever you want to call it. It's not what I want to do with my life. It's what I do to keep the lights on. This stuff, though. The streams, the charity fundraising, the stuff that I've not yet revealed, but I've been working on for this year. Because I've got projects that you all don't even know about. All that stuff, that's the stuff that really kind of... I could work on it all day and still want to keep working all night, you know? It's the stuff that I can't get enough of. Like, I could sit down for a full 24 hours and work on stream overlays or schedule posts or, you know, whatever, and not be tired by it. Not get sick of it. Or learn about social media strategy for a streamer, or, you know, all that sort of stuff. All the stuff that goes into streaming and building this stuff. I don't get sick about learning about it. This is the stuff I want to keep doing with my life. I don't know. It's cool to find something like that. And I know I'm lucky. So... I hope you will manage to find something like that in your life as well. And if you do find it, don't let shit get in the way of it. That other shit ain't worth it. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox now. Back to the painting. I'm surprised at how long this guy's taking. I thought he would take less time. Oops, is this one dried up? Yep, it's just low. Okay. I'll just scrape some of this off. It's too much paint on the brush. So instead of doing 2 demons today, we might just do 1. Then I'll hopefully have more to do tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Next time. Whenever next time is. I don't know when I've got my next hobby stream planned. At the moment. I haven't figured out my schedule for next week yet. So I need to figure that out after stream. Okie dokie. What? So our demon has eyes. I don't know how in focus he is at the moment. He's not. Cool. Let's do that. There we go. Magic. There's nose ring and he's gonna have pearly white tusks, I think. The Lord of Gluttony supports good dental hygiene in this universe. Okay, back to this. So just to give it a little bit of differentiation, I'm gonna do some of these plates in a slightly lighter purple. Indeed, thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate it. I hope everyone's got a tasty beverage of some variety. I have water. Today, just water. Because I drank my coffee way too quickly this morning. Right. So I'm just going over these plates. I don't know if you consider them armor or just part of the claw mutation. And the reason I'm not really going into sort of highlighting these just yet is that they're going to get a wash of a contrast paint to kind of settle in the finer details to really make them pop. And then I'll layer highlights and all those sorts of things over the top. But first, I gotta do my base colors for the contrast paint. And correct any overspill, like the one at the end of the claw. Debating whether to get takeaway or not. What is the option if you don't get takeaway, maybe? Okay. You could save the money. You've been really good at saving the money. So if you don't get a takeaway, you can put that money into your Canada savings or towards something that you really want. Well, from the supermarket tomorrow. Well, if you've got the stuff to make yourself a sandwich or something like that now, I would say do that. And then put the money that you've saved towards something else instead. Make sure you are actually eating when you need to, Indy. That's all. Okay, I think that's got all of claw that needs to be got. So that should give a bit of a nicer purple look. Clean that. And then move on to the ink, because this is for the skin. And this is just adding a little bit of kind of funky muscle definition. Can I get another thing for Saturday? Who's this guy making good decisions? I'm proud of you, Indy. You celebrate those victories. You deserve it. Okay. So I'm just following all the muscle lines. This big hulky boy. And I'm just putting a really, really light lilac shadow in there. Just sort of add a little bit of definition, but also just to kind of tie it all together a little bit more. This is a big boy. He is a big old demon that I would not want to mess with. Okay. You actually reminded me, Indy, I need to clean out my kitchen soon. I've got a lot of old, like, unused kitchen appliances. You know, things like popcorn maker that I won in a raffle or some stuff like that. And I'm gonna sell them or donate them to folks who actually want them. And they're gonna use them. All of it's going into the PAX fund. Come on, buddy. Oi! Stay. Bad demon. I forgot how much work eBay could be, but also kind of how addictive selling stuff could be. Like selling stuff you genuinely don't need or want. Because once you get going, you kind of get into this mindset of like, well, I don't really need this anymore, or use it. I could sell it. How much would I get for it? And your brain just keeps looking at everything your own like, this could sell. It's weird. It's a very, very weird mindset to be in. Not bad, I don't think. Not unhealthy necessarily, but very odd. Okay. Anyway. Moving on. I'll do another layer of this darker purple, I think. Maybe it's not purple I need on that. Maybe I need to put like a black or something over it to give it a darker tone.
I'm looking for. Oh, just taking a very quick stretch break. No, I'm glad that you're happy with your progress, Cindy, and that you're making good decisions. And it's awesome to see. I'm proud of you. Good for those of us who are also making positive changes as well. It's nice to see that, you know, other people are succeeding with their goals. Painting a demon's fingernails was not on my to-do list this morning, but here we are. Let's give this guy a full mani-pedi. Okay. Demons care about their looks too. Alright. Demons deserve to feel pretty too. Even big, hulky palanquin carriers care about their appearance. Just a very odd concept, you know. The things you do when you paint minis. Right. And I think that gets the purple dark enough for me. Alright. So I'm just picking out the sort of gem-like details on the claw and like the surrounding flesh.
like mystic acne almost. I don't know what it's actually meant to be, but I'm fine to go with magical acne. Either way, I love the contrast. Yeah, how destroy your talon's pink? No? Oh. I was going to ask what shade you used. Or even better if the demon just turned around and is just like, yes, it's my new favorite. Look at it, isn't it pretty? It sparkles. And that is how the adventuring party recruited the demon. The end. Some of my favourite fantasy books have started off with the "you said defeat, not kill" trope. You go, defeat the evil monster. I did defeat the evil monster, but it's still alive. You said defeat, not kill. Now he's my friend. I don't care that it's a trope. I love it. Okay. So, the end of campaign for his daughters, he planned was sacking villages. Yes, yes. I remember reading that in D. I remember reading that. They all tamed the wolves and befriended them, and now the guy was like, well, shit. He hadn't planned on wolf taming abilities. I did used to love that as a like. I had a love-hate relationship with that as a DM. Actually, I loved it because it's stuff that never would have occurred to me, but it also completely derailed the campaign so many times. Like, oh, this guy is going to be your recurring evil guy for the next couple of weeks. Oh, you made friends with him and now he wants to join the party. Right, okay. Time to rewrite like 4 weeks of campaign prep. Like my one time, a group that I used to DM accidentally recreated a kaiju battle by summoning a giant squid to defeat the Dio ape that I'd got for them as a fun little side quest. They were quite low level, but one of them had summon animals, and yeah, they found giant squid in the monster manual and were like, I can summon this, it's in the rules. And I was laughing too much to say no, so we had a kaiju battle instead. It was a lot of fun. One of the silliest things I've ever had to DM. The rest of the party just ended up sitting back and watching with popcorn kind of thing. Until I fixed that for them. Insignificant NPC who exists for one piece of info and then a party. So yes. Yes. And they always end up being, like, ridiculously loved. I don't know, DMs getting completely flummoxed by their own party, just interacting with NPCs is one of my favourite things. And doors. Doors in D&D are like gold. You just spend an inordinate amount of time describing a door and the players will go wild. I loved trolling my groups with that. Because a lot of them were kind of experienced. So they would always, check for traps and, dispel glyph of warding and all this sort of thing. And they would just be like, okay, so you tried to push it open, nothing happens. Oh, okay. Now open the door. You can't. It doesn't open. You go back and forth for ages. Got to the point where they started trying to destroy the building. And one of my players who knew me quite well just kind of turned around and went, I pushed the door. It opens. Yeah. You tried pulling the door, you didn't try pushing it open. Wasn't locked, wasn't trapped. You just didn't push. Yep, make every possible check and you reveal it's just a door. Turns out no one reads Draconian. It says push. Or pull, or whatever. Either way, great fun. And I miss playing D&D there. I wrote all these memories coming back to me now, D&D sessions. I'm like, oh, why does D&D have to be so difficult to arrange as an adult? Anyone feels like running a session where they can have a drop-in NPC, let me know. Or more accurately, if anyone feels like hiring me as an NPC for the next campaign. Yeah, I can't make every session, but... One show I played, my dwarf made a couple swine a day miserable. Ooh. That poor kobold. Hey, nice job, but at the same time, that poor kobold. Never knew what hit him. He just knew that he got hit. I still miss my elf archer that I used to play. I had the nickname of Mini Ballista. As I only missed if I rolled crit fails. And it was I had a +4 magical short bow as an elf archer. So I only missed if I crit failed on my shots. And the damage was 3d6 plus 6. And it was one time that I was just rolling obscenely well. Like, I don't think I rolled below a 4 for damage. And it was a time where we actually had a full-blown literal siege weapon and me in the same fight against several pirate ships full of kobolds and goblins and stuff like that. I took down 1.5 ships on my own. Like, I decimated a crew. I outdamaged a literal siege weapon as this, like, quiet little elf archer. Badass. We had a whole campaign arc where we had to go retrieve my bow because the DM needed to readjust some stuff. And I kept getting potions of fly as well. So I could be a flying archer. So before every major fight, my first action would be, I drink a potion of fly. Because I'd have about 8 of the bastards instead of healing potions. I was just a ridiculous glass cannon in that game. It was so much fun. Like, if I got hit, I was down. Like, I had no armor class. I had the most basic armor ever. Yeah, I think we got to like a level 8 or 9 and I still only had +1 magical armor. And I only got that because one of the other characters got rid of it and was just like, look, you need armor. Stop being a dick. Take it. Wanted to be ammo for a ballista? No, it just the amount of damage that came out of that bow was obscene. And just never missed. Because I deliberately had, like, I described my character as, like, very short, very plain looking for an elf. You know, cloak, nothing fancy. Yeah, the bow itself kept in a very, like, battered case, so no one would suspect anything. And so it would be like, it would literally be like, you know, barbarians challenge us to a feat of talent kind of thing, and the team would literally just push me forward to like, archery contest. And I'm like, it was fantastic. I love that character to bits. Because it suited me as well. Like, nobody suspects the quiet elf in the back who hasn't said 3 words to be an absolute demon when the bow gets in their hands. To be fair, that party in general was very, very overpowered for our levels. But it did mean that we got some really cool, like, both cool gear and cool encounters as well. It was that party that got me into D&D in the first place. I wouldn't be anywhere near as much of a fan of D&D if it wasn't for that group. And the mini that I use for my model, for my character, is one of my most treasured possessions. I still have it after all these years. Nearly 20 years I started that character. 20 years ago I started that character, actually. I was 10. So, yeah. To say it made an impression on me, it's an understatement. I played that character for 8 years. It was a huge, huge part of my D&D development. And he's discussing their next move now. So it's just, it was kind of a meme in the group that the fight wasn't really a fight until the elf took a potion. It was also an enchanted bow that could speak. Like, the bow itself had a personality. So that's kind of playing two characters. But there were a lot of instances of like because I was the only one who could hear the bow, and I was the only one who could understand the bow, because the bow spoke Elvish and Red Dragon. Because why not? Why not, right? And I was the only one that spoke Elvish. So there were a lot of instances of like me and the bow were like talking to each other in Elvish, and the rest of the party being like, guys, are you okay over there? It was great. So much fun to play with. And it was a lot of like, yeah, did that bow seriously just speak kind of moments. And yes, my character was a little bit how should I put this nicely? Had a non-traditional view of sanity, shall we say. Which, again, was so much fun. Definitely use the bow as a translator when fighting a red dragon as well. And for the longest time, the party thought that my character spoke red dragon, which I didn't. But the bow did. So the bow translated the red dragon, and then I translated the bow to the rest of the party. There was a lot of dragon roar something in Draconic. Next turn. The dragon says that you stink. As paraphrasing a little bit, there were more elaborate insults and things like that, but you get the picture. Alright. I'm not going to be able to finish the second guy, but I'm going to do some basic prep work for him, so he's got a little bit of progress before we finish today. Have you got any favourite D&D characters, Indy? doesn't have to be your own, just in general. I'll always love Caduceus from Crit Roll. And don't know if anyone here watches Dimension 20, but there was a character, they did a kind of a horror parody one a while back. And there was a character there were a few characters, one played by Erika Ishii, one played by Matt Mercer. The characters in that were great. They were the perfect blend of comedy and serious. I say it was a horror parody. It's kind of like horror Lord of the Rings parody. Guy's got a bit more clothing on than his buddy. But Caduceus Clay, Townsend Jaffe's character in Critical Role Campaign 2, is one of my all-time favourite fictional characters. That character means a hell of a lot to me. Jester, oh yes. Jester's such a sweetheart. And yes, Grog telling people to take stupidity damage is brilliant. See, I'm really conflicted about the Campaign 1 characters. Like, part of me loves all of them dearly. And part of me is just, like, I'm just absolutely charmed by Pike. Right, Pike's such a sweetie. She's just pure. She's so wholesome. Which is ironic when you consider Pike's character, but I just find her ridiculously wholesome. Just as lovely. Like, Campaign 2, I think, will always be my favourite from Critical Role. That whole campaign meant so much to me. But Caduceus is just top tier. Top tier character. I love Ashton in the current campaign. Different reasons. Ashton, I love what he represents. Or they represent. And Lordna as well. Or Loudna, if you're fresh cut grass. The Lorna story is just heartbreaking. And yes, I am caught up, but no spoilers in chat for those who aren't. But Travis getting consecutive nat 20s, yeah, I love that. I loved Travis getting nat 20s is something special. He's always so happy when he gets them. I also adore how giddy he is about paying Chetney. Because he's wanted to play a werewolf since he started D&D. And just getting to play this like little old man gnome werewolf is just beautiful. You can see how much he loves that character. I think, I don't know, it's kind of sweet watching Travis and Laura play the romance aspect. It was really sweet watching that. And of course, I love Yasha and Bo. Yasha and Bo are like my favorite couple in Crit Role. The thing with Caleb and Essex made me cry there. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Caleb in general, he was a very heartbreaking character. Okay. So this second demon here is getting a very rough outline almost on the paint job. It's not going to be a full paint job. It's going to be the first draft stage. So there'll be bits that aren't quite painted or quite roughly painted. There won't be many highlights. There won't be any particularly detailed bits done. I'm just blocking out all the colours so that when I come to pick it up again next, I'll know exactly where I left off.
That's for one shot. DM revealing the famous NPC participates in the obstacle race. Oh,
That's sweet.
I still think one of my favorite moments from my original campaign was the halfling rogue jumping onto the back of a gargoyle and getting carried off into the forest. Yeah, they jumped on the back of it, twin backstab, didn't kill it. Was so confident that he would kill it. Twin backstab, didn't kill it, got carried off into the forest. We did eventually find him, but it was a whole thing. just the amount of shit that the player took at the table for that. So we told you it was a fucking dumb idea. What do? You never listen. There we go, back in focus. Okay, what is going on with this paint? I think this paint might be on its way out, annoyingly. Just doing a little bit of mixing here. See if I can revive paint. Might be enough. Well, not really, but we'll make it work.
the end of the race, one has picked up Zati's character.
And gently tossed her across the line. Aww. That sounds wholesome, Indy. It sounds lovely. Yeah, ours was definitely a more conventional adventuring party. In that respect, but yeah, this paint's dried up. That's annoying.
Not so focused on the
You missed a bunch. Yeah, that also happens. Hey, guys, you missed. Nope. Okay. when the party makes it way harder on themselves than they need to be. Because they got overly attached to a random character that you didn't think they'd get attached to. Otherwise known as the hazards of integrating backstory into your campaign. Oh my goodness.
Sinku just resubscribed for 30 months. Did you miss me?
Sinku! Hey, welcome in. I did miss you. How are you doing? I hope you're well. And thank you so much for 30 months. Holy crap. That's a lot of months. It is excellent to see you. I hope you're keeping well. Time change just hit. Yeah. Daylight savings. I'm assuming. We just had it hit here. Last week. Last week for us. Work has been a nightmare. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope it's settling down for you now. Is it new boss adjustments, or... I know you mentioned you had to train your new boss, I think it was. New boss is worse than the old boss? No! Crap, I'm sorry to hear that. Con this next weekend? That is awesome. Con weekend is a good weekend. Oh my goodness. Indy, thank you so much for gifting us up to Hen. I appreciate that very much. And I know Hen will too. Oh my goodness. Oh, Indy, thank you so much for gifting us up to Harley as well. Don't you start a train. Don't you start a train. I see that notification there. You can keep those brakes firmly on that train. But thank you so much for gifting us up to Harley as well. I really appreciate it. I know Harley will too. Harley's good people. Try it. You need to keep a better eye on that finger of yours. Thank you for gifting 3 subs to Sinner, to Clive, and to the Troll Hole. Indy, thank you for gifting a sub to Yipsu as well.
Damn it, don't you munch that popcorn in that tone of voice.
Thank you for the gifted subs, you guys. This is too sweet. You can leave the hype train alone. It's fine. Train can stay at the station. No need to fuss. Thank you for the gifted subs. I do appreciate it. I'm sure all the recipients will too. If you're the recipient of a gift sub, please thank the individuals when you can. And pass the good fortune on when you can as well. Make someone smile. But you lot in chat here, behave.
No, Sinku. No.
Getting sassy with me. Troublemakers, a lot of you. Okay. Well, there goes my plan for ending. I was gonna finish once I'd done this bracelet, but apparently I gotta keep going. A lot of trouble. Okay.
God, it's already wait, it's already level 3? What the heck? Well, okay then.
Trying well and truly left the station. I don't know. I give up. This is what I get for trying to have a chill stream, huh? This is very clearly the favorite demon. He gets clothes and decorations. The other one didn't have decorations on. The other one barely had shorts on. This guy even gets an extra arm. Okay.
Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. Oh, that's a really cute emote. I think it's a really, really cute emote. Is it a cute, like, is it a puppy? I think it's a puppy. It's got fluff and paws, so I'm gonna assume it's a puppy of some kind. Thank you. You're all too kind.
You spoil me. Become one of those spoiled, rotten streamers that expects this sort of treatment all the time. You're too good to me.
What is that? I see Claire's emote. What is that second one? Is that a pickle? She dancing with a pickle. Okay.
I probably don't want to ask, do I?
Dancing with a little playful cucumber. I stick.
Not a pickle. I wasn't aware inflatable cucumbers were a thing, but I stand corrected. Okay. Alright, favorite bite. I'm gonna do this outline. Again, this is the rough draft for this guy. I'm not gonna finish it today.
I don't know why, Indy, but I always find
that like rainbow disco ball emote weirdly charming. I think it's the expression. It's the same sort of expression that someone would wear when they know they're being an absolute pest, but they also know they're going to get away with it. Yeah, I know I'm trolling you, but I'm gonna get away with it because we're friends and this is how our friendship works. Kind of a face. Maybe I'm just friends with too many people who like to troll me.
And the moments because Kiriko accidentally teleports into my line of fire.
Beautiful. That is absolutely perfect, Joe. Like with magic deck, of course. I give as good as I get. It'd be no fun if they didn't get anything in return. I feel like the best kind of friendships are made when it's based on like reciprocal just trolling, mischief, and mayhem. Okay. I love that Xuna emote. I haven't been able to catch one of Xuna streams in ages. I need to make an effort to stop by. But time zones. I hate time zones, especially this time of year when everyone's on, like, daylight savings, delays and stuff. It's so difficult for me to catch stuff. And just, like, stupidly out of sync. Alright.
I'm gonna emote some Astro off Archer. Oh my god, that's perfect indeed. I love it. I love it so much. So yeah. That's our progress for the day. We got one completed Palanquin Bearer, ready to bear the weight of the Lord of Gluttony, and one work in progress guy. So we're finishing him off next time. Plus, I'll have the next steps ready so we can do those as well. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for today. The schedule for next week will be up tomorrow on Twitter as usual. Oh, is that a pigeon? There's a pigeon. It's so cute. Indeed, so distracting with you guys. But yes, I'll be streaming again next week. I should be a bit more on a normal schedule. There might be a small change towards the middle of the week just to let me set up the new PC. But hopefully it shouldn't miss more than 1 or 2 streams for that. Just while I'm setting up. I'm not going to read anyone today, but a huge thank you to everyone who's here, who's been lurking, watching, chatting. Massive thank you to Indie, Chaya, Senku for the hype train. You guys spoil me rotten. Yeah, I am going to leave it there for today. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful day and night wherever you are in the world. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Much love to you all. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now, folks.